to today's theme, which is what, Kalei?
Tend to your own mental and emotional garden.
Kind of like keep your hands out of everybody else's business. Right? Perfect. Mother Nature has her way of doing things. Stay the heck out.
And the thing is that you have things that linger. They just kind of gnaw on you. It's like a weed. So you need to pull it out and tend to your own garden.
Let it go. You betcha. Well, and sometimes we don't want to focus on our own stuff, right? It's so much easier, we think, it's a belief, to point the finger at somebody else and go, oh, well, look at what they're doing. I'm not so bad. Well, here's the thing. When you point your finger one way, you've got these three pointing right back at you. So they're a mirror. They're there to teach you. They're there for you to learn from. So whatever it is going on that someone else is doing, how is that showing up in your life? Or where is that showing up in your life?
And I've also experienced people telling me that I create some of that too.
Well, we create it to learn from it.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
We create some of those triggers. And it's like, why in the world would I create that? Oh my gosh.
Because I'm here to heal some wounds this year, this lifetime. That's why I'm doing it, right? So always hand in hand with the theme, which is tend to your own mental and emotional garden. What is the song, my friend?
Let's Hang On by the Four Seasons. Let's hang on to what we've got. Don't let go, girl. We've got a lot. And I looked at that and I looked at the theme and I'm thinking, how is this going to work? But it will.
Lot of love between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Do what we got. Do, 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 do. Now it's stuck in your ear. Well, I have to say this past weekend, I was in Sacramento with Marilyn Harper, Joy Roby, and Randy Luna. The master Randy Luna was there for us, and a great group of people. And we were there for the How to Channel Live class. And that's Kalei. That's how you and I both got started, right? How to Channel with Marilyn. She's a phenomenal teacher at it. And oh my gosh, so much fun to be back doing live classes again. Live and in person. It was like, yay. So shout out to everybody that was there. Got to see some of the other Channelers Academy members like Carol Daly and Midori and Sandy Federici and some of the other newest members, even from Hawaii. Like Valerie was there and Leslie. Anyway, so shout out to any of those that are watching this morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. All of you, whether you're a Channelers Academy member or not. Great to see you.
Yes. Did you get the opportunity to practice channeling with any of them?
We did. Yes. We got to practice the reading of your rocks, right? In the groups, and each got a card, got paired up with the cards, and then we each gave each other a message, which was fantastic. And I was partnered with Terry. Oh my gosh. She even went, you have a puppy dog. He loves you. Like, yeah, he was pretty excited when I got home last night. She just nailed it. Nailed it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And you got to start someplace. So why not start learning from those that have been doing it and teaching it for decades, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I think. So all of that to say, that's where you and I got our start. That's how we got to meet. So, and I'm grateful for that.
I am too. And that's where we practice channeling.
Yep.
And we got the message from Spirit that we needed to share these messages with others.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So if you're a Channelers Academy member, put CA in the comments. And if you're not, why not? It is a lot of fun. And honestly, we have the most frank conversations in our office hours. We have one this afternoon live with Marilyn where she answers questions. You can't have those conversations with other people that don't get it.
That's right.
So they can be just absolutely remarkable conversations. All of that to say, and an intro to today and tending to our own mental and emotional garden. And let's hang on to what we got. All right. No royalties being paid. Facebook will shut us down. Are you going to take us into heart coherence, my friend?
I am. So, as we do, as we have in the past, we're going to take some deep breaths in. We're going to follow the alignment of what's on this photo as far as coming down to the center of the earth and then all the way up to the central sun. So everybody, feet firmly on the ground. See yourself having sections on the bottom of your feet connecting to the earth, connecting to Gaia. Take a breath in and hold for the count of 3, and then exhale with a sigh. Inhale again and hold for the count of 3, and then exhale with a sigh. This time, we're going to take a breath in and send it through our heart and down the Hara tube, down all the way to the heart of Gaia, going down, 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 down to the heart of Gaia. And as you reach that heart of Gaia, find yourself exiting the Hara tube and landing with your feet on the surface of the heart of Gaia. As you're standing there, feel the energy that is coming up through your feet and being absorbed into every cell of your body. Every cell is being filled with the energy of Gaia. As well, feel that expansion going out into your energy field. Notice the crystal beds off to the side. Find yourself walking over to the crystal beds, and with each step, consciously connecting to Gaia. Stepping in to this crystal bed, it's almost like a labyrinth, walking into this crystal bed. And as you're walking in, pause and feel the energy of the crystal beds. Sense with all your senses, seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, and realizing that you are absorbing the energy of these crystal beds, filling every cell of your body with the energy of the crystal beds. Ooh, fantastic. Doesn't that feel good? Now, as we pause, we give thanks and gratitude to the crystals for providing us with an energetic boost. Find yourself turning around and stepping out of the crystal beds and coming towards the Hara tube that brought you to this place. Before you resume going up the Hara tube, give thanks and gratitude to Gaia for her sharing her energies with you. Take in a look. Take in this spectacular experience. Now, see yourself going up the tube. As you see yourself going up the tube, the Hara tube, you find yourself moving up, 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 up to your heart and depositing the energies of the crystal beds and the heart of Gaia into your own heart, along with the spark of God and the violet flame. Continue moving through the Hara tube, up, 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 up to the central sun, and popping out right in front of the central sun. Feel the rays of the central sun. Just feel like you're in a cocoon receiving all these energies. All these energies filling every cell of your body with the energies of the central sun. Give thanks and gratitude for this experience, and thank the central sun. And finding yourself stepping back and being brought back into the Hara tube and being brought down, 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 down to meet your heart again and depositing the energy of the central sun into your heart. Find yourself being absorbed back into your body and feel the expansion of your heart. Feel the energy of your heart expanding. Again, feel the heart expanding that energy into every cell of your body, into every organ, into every system, into your energy fields and your other energy bodies. As this expansion continues, feel the energy being expanded into your room, into your house, into your city, your state, your province, your country, your continent, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The expansion of the energy is just surrounding the earth, as well as all are receiving it in the quantum field, receiving the love, the light, the peace, the harmony, compassion, forgiveness, creativity, gratitude, truth, and trust. The expansion is going on and on. Now that energy goes up to the emerald grid, the grid that goes around the earth and magnifies this energy that we're projecting back to the earth. Feel that love exponentially moving around all. And this energy continues to move up into the golden grid and sending it out into the universe. Sending it out into the universe. Imagine being out in space and looking back at the earth and watch these waves, these frequencies, these vibrations coming off the earth to be gifted to all in the universe. Yes, you have provided in this gift. Enjoy. Be in the love. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kalei. That was lovely, as always. And what deck do you have today, my friend? No.
Ta-da!
Da, 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 da. Archangel Metatron.
And then this is the card.
My favorite, yin and yang. Duality, absolutely, 100%. We were even talking about that this weekend.
And balance needed.
Mm.
So this is kind of going along with our theme.
Yeah, of course it is. Tend to your own mental and emotional garden. Find your own balance, right?
Okay. So let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Visualize you out in the garden. Visualize how you are tending to this garden. Is your garden weedless, or are there many, many weeds in there? Notice what happens when there are weeds. It takes away from the nourishment of those plants in the garden that you may have spent money to plant, may have spent time in planting, because you were expecting to see fruit from those plants come forward. But those weeds are taking away from the nourishment of those plants. We say, look at your own garden. Look at that garden and see where those thoughts and emotions are becoming disruptive. You too have a garden. You may not see it, but you can feel it. Is there disruption in this garden? Why do you allow for disruption? Let's take those emotions and thoughts and pull them out. Pull them out. Let's do some weeding in your personal, emotional garden to allow you to blossom. Blossom into something you may not have any aspirations of growing into, but finding this growth is what was intended for you. You are not being held back by other things. You may look back and see how these weeds stopped your progression at certain points in your life. Now you know. Now you know. And you can take time. Take the time needed to weed your own garden. Now, when you're weeding, realize that you don't pull them up and then put them back in the ground. You take and dispose of the weeds somewhere else. Remember to do that. It may be an imaginary disposal box that you can put those personal, mental, emotional weeds into and close the top. Close the top, or seeing that maybe it is disposed of in maybe a what kind of thing should we talk about? Some kind of thing that will incinerate. Yes, incinerate's a good word. Those mental and emotional weeds that no longer serve you. So you cannot go back and gather them again. Let's hope that they will be disposed of without coming back. But you know, how many of you have your own gardens that you go and you spend time weeding and weeding and weeding, and then you come back in a day or two and find new weeds coming into place? This may be something that you deal with every day. But when you tend that garden on a regular basis, those weeds are not as much of a problem. You take care of them and you move on and you see your garden blossom. See yourself blossom. We see you blossom all the time. We wish you to see the same. We love you. We honor you. We see your progress. Beautiful. Namaste.
Hey, that was fun. As a gardener, I was out there this morning, so completely relate to that conversation. Completely related to. Well, for myself, I was guided to grab my favorite deck, The Secret Language of Light, Denise Harvey. The images in this deck are just so stunning for me. And of course, as always, a card comes out. This one came out really quickly, like really quickly. And well, of course, it's appropriate because it's called, the theme today is Tend to Your Own Mental and Emotional Garden. And the card is number 8, Meditation.
Oh.
Probably one of the best ways to tend to your own garden. Oh, the colors in here are just spectacular as well. So I'm going to step aside. If you want to chat about any of that, my friend, while I step aside, you go, girl.
So what I notice with the pose, the fingers directing up to a heart above the head. The heart is symbolic of love. And when you are in meditation, you have the opportunity to draw in the love and the light. How beautiful.
Yes, 'tis true, dearest. 'Tis true. When you are connecting to the divine, to all that is, creator, source, whatever term you use, it is love you are connecting to. When the Kalei was bringing forth their message, the analogy of the garden and weeds is something we want to address. For many, they have a predisposed or a belief that this particular plant is a weed. And really, a weed is by definition something growing that is not wanted. What we want to address here is that is your own determination. Do not let others tell you what is a weed in your garden. That goes back to the tend to your own mental and emotional garden. For many in this climate where this conduit, this channel, this vessel lives, a dandelion is considered a weed. And yet for others, it is an extremely important plant. It offers nourishment to not only their body, but to that of the pollinators. This is what we mean by your definition of your weed in your garden. We loved that analogy of the garden and the weeds. Now, the meditation and the light. And notice that the meditation is card number 8. This is your infinite connection, dearest. And however meditation looks to you is perfect. It does not have to be hours in silence quietening your mind. It can simply be being in the garden and tending to those weeds and encouraging the plants or the thoughts that you want to grow, and being aware of how all are interconnected. How meditation looks to one individual is not going to be coherent or considered for others. For some, meditation can be getting caught up watching their children or their grandchildren. It can be in nature, it can be in photography, it can be an artist working on their craft. All of those create the connection that you are after. That is the point to meditation. Strengthening that connection. Blocking out those weeds or the other sounds or the others that want to catch your attention, because there is all kinds of things going on around you at all times trying to catch your attention. And sometimes, well, daily, for some multiple times a day, depending upon their situation, depending upon their garden. They need to strengthen their connection. And it can happen as quickly as a breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. And for others, it can be multiple breaths. It is not up to others to define for you what meditation is and how it looks. It does not have to be you sitting in a lotus position with your hands above your head. Let that imagery go. It is simply the energy, that connectivity that you are after. Your hands could be busy holding a child, gazing into their eyes, closed or open. Can be meditation. Or the point is to bring you back into connection with your guides, your teachers, so you can better tend to your garden. It helps to calm the mental and allow the realizations from the emotional. The song, Let's Hang On, has connotation to it that someone else could take it away. This is not true. We wish for you to look at it in a different perspective, meaning that you've already got it. It is up to you to nurture it. We love you deeply. We are always, always with you. You can connect with us in meditation, in the garden. Namaste. Wow. That was fun.
So when you were showing the number on your card, well, this one's 23, a 5, which kind of goes along with the yin and yang and duality.
Duality, absolutely. That's that connected.
Yeah.
Interconnectedness, 100%. It all blends together. It always does, always will. It's always our perspective. Excuse me for yawning. That's just a little extra energy moving its way through.
Well, I'm so thankful you made it back in time for the session this morning.
And I'm grateful to be here. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure for us to connect that once a week, live here on Facebook for all of y'all. Or you can watch the replays on our YouTube channel, The Hourglass Transmissions. Closing words, my friend.
They're always different. They're, the theme and the song, they're always different. Something new. Yeah.
And you receive them well.
Thank you. You too.
Have a great week, everybody.